Hey, what's going on, everybody? So it's time for another vinyl video, and moving right along in my black metal collection. I left off with the letter I, and I don't have any artists after the letter I until I get to the letter M. So the first artist I have for letter M is Marduk. Now with Marduk, they've had three different vocalists. They had their vocalist that they started off the band with for the first three albums, and then they had Legion. Eric Hockstead, I think his last name is pronounced. He also did vocals on Witchery's album Witchkrieg, and he was in another band called Deviant as well. Now, he was the frontman of the band when I was introduced to Marduk, so in obtaining their stuff on vinyl, right now all I have is the 5 albums he did with the band because I wanted to start with the sound of the band that I was used to. So the first album I have is the first album he did with them, and all 5 of these albums were recorded with Peter Tatgren in Abyss Studios. So the first one is Heaven Shall Burn When We Are Gathered. Kind of cool with the castle and the orcs on the cover there. In the back, it's got a pretty sweet shield. And then here's the inside of the gatefold. Album credits and lyrics. There's a shot of the band. And the variant I have looks like this. Side A and side B weren't marked, so I marked them with stickers. There's side A. Nice purple marble here. Purple with black marbling. And then there's side B. And as I said, all 5 of these albums have Legion as the vocalist of the band. This album came out in 1996. Next up, we have their 1998 album, Nightwing. There's the cover. Pretty sweet gargoyle. I love gargoyles. I used to watch that Gargoyles cartoon that was made by Disney back in the 90s too. I don't know if any of you guys did. I love that cartoon. There's the shot of the band. Some other stuff here. Lyrics, album credits. This one's got like it's like a transparent green marble. See if I can shine the ring light on it so you can kind of see it's green, but not as sweet as I'd like you to see it. Anyway, it's marbled as well as dark transparent green. So that's side A and side B. Yeah, the ring light isn't powerful enough to show the marbling. Sorry guys. I tried. And so as I said, this album was recorded in Abyss Studios in 1998. Next up, we have the album that got me into the band. A friend of mine had the CD version of this, and it made me a fan. Panzer Division Marduk. This album actually sounds like no other album in their discography, like that I've heard anyway. I haven't heard their first 3 albums in their entirety, and I haven't heard any of the albums with the new vocalist. I think his name's Mortus. But this album was very blast beat oriented, super fast. Every song on the album pretty much. The vinyl itself is just the plain black variant, so I won't bore you showing you that. And this came out in 1999. Next up, we have their 2001 release, Le Grand Dance Macabre. This is different artwork than is what was originally on the CD version. This vinyl variant is just this one came out in 2021. I don't know if they have pressings before this, but yeah, this is a different artwork layout than what you would get with the CD. It came with a sleeve holding the vinyl. Band members and some artwork and lyrics. And this is on clear with like some smoky gray white marbling. I think that's actually called Galaxy, that effect. And there's side 2. I actually was, I had only heard Panzer Division Marduk at this point, and I was expecting this album to be like Panzer Division, and it's not. It has a couple of fast songs like the style found on that album, but there's songs of like all kinds of varying tempos and them doing different things, so it was a surprise for me. It was a good surprise. And here's the last album by Marduk I have in my collection, and this is the last one to feature Legion on lead vocals. This one likewise has different artwork than the CD version. This is World Funeral. There's the front and back. There's the sleeve. Good shot of the band there, and on the back too. And there's a picture of Morgan with Glenn Danzig. I guess they went on tour with Danzig for this album, and Morgan is a huge Danzig fan. He has the Danzig skull tattooed on one of his arms up by the shoulder. And it's on white with black marbling. And there's side 2. And that is my Marduk collection at the moment. Now, I'm going to get the first 3 albums with their original vocalist for sure. I don't know if I'll be into their newer vocalist or not. I will definitely check them out and give them a shot, and if I like it, then I'll probably get the albums with the new guy singing as well. But that's going to be it for this video.